Are you ready to listen to a podcast?
Here comes the Playhouse Podcast, thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices.
Find, subscribe, and listen.
Most of us have like one date in your head that you were like, oh, that was the best date. She or he absolutely wowed me. What young Wyatt is going through preparing for the date with his crush is going to put you on another level. We'll get to that in a couple of seconds. Right now, let's get you into the podcast. Happy to have Jackson on the show this morning because as we started learning about this development, we both had very, very different takes on it. I don't pretend that chivalry is dead, but I also believe that if you want to be equal, you have to do equal.
The thing is, let's get into what Jackson has to say, and then I know what you would do.
Real quick, tell us about the wife now, man.
Well, I haven't spoken to her in 2 days. Well, I should say she's not speaking to me. She got upset with me the other day over probably one of the more ridiculous things in our marriage.
Okay, and which was?
It was freezing out. I'm telling you, it was 25 degrees, and we went to go get gas on the way to her parents' house. And I said, okay, I'm going to your parents' house. I don't really feel like I'm doing you a favor, so I don't really want to get out and have to pump the gas. She went on a total rampage about how chivalry's dead and, I'm not a real man and all this. And I told my buddies about this. They're totally on my side.
I don't know if you're talking to the right crowd because my husband would refuse to let me get out. JJ would totally pump his wife's gas.
Yeah, but if...
and then he said he was doing her a favor by going to her parents' house. These are your in-laws.
Here's what gets me. Like, I don't think women know, dude, how... I've had people go, you're not a real man. Like, that is like... that cuts to the bone on a guy.
Well, then step it up. I'm sorry, Braxton. I don't feel bad for you.
Everybody wants to be equal this. And why do you have to pump her gas? Well,
It's a loving thing to do.
I'm sure it is, but it doesn't mean he's a bad guy if he doesn't do it one freaking time.
It's a little lazy.
Dude, listen, here's what I'll tell you. What are you on 2 days right now without her talking to you?
2 days. This is day 2, yeah.
Enjoy the silence.
I would not do that. I would go up to her and I would bring her favorite treat and I would say, I'm so sorry. I know why you're upset and I will try my hardest. That's all women want to hear.
Jackson was on with us a couple of minutes ago and basically his wife hasn't talked to him in 2 days. This is how it went down.
She got upset with me the other day over probably one of the more ridiculous things in our marriage. It was freezing out. I'm telling you, it was 25 degrees and we went to go get gas on the way to her parents' house. And I said, okay, I'm going to your parents' house. I don't really feel like I'm doing you a favor, so I don't really want to get out and have to pump the gas.
So she's angry because he didn't pump the gas. In a world of equality where everybody is equal, if you are born a human, you have the equal opportunity as everyone else with the same gifts given to us.
Okay, are you breathing through your ears?
How do you even get mad at somebody for not pumping your gas?
I'm almost tripping more over him saying, I'm doing you a favor by going to visit your parents. That's like a weird thing to say.
Not if he doesn't want to go. If he doesn't want to go.
It doesn't matter. These are your parents by law. Like, go visit them. That's a weird thing to say, too.
Destiny, should the wife even be angry at him for this?
Oh, I say yes. I mean, but my husband would get out and pump regardless if we're going to the in-laws, regardless if we're already in a tizzy, just how the morning goes or whatever, he would get out and pump the gas.
So he's a good guy. I get it. I would pump the gas for my wife, too. I think I want to talk about, does she have the right to be mad if he doesn't?
Maybe the right to be confused and maybe confused.
Women are always confused. You don't need that right.
As mad, but we could be like, I don't know. I just think it's a nice thing for a guy to do. When guys stop doing certain things, then women start doing certain things.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're telling me she should start sleeping around if he doesn't pump the gas?
No.
What the hell is going on here?
What did you say?
No, that came out of left field.
I know. He takes things from 1 to 10.
It just blows my mind that you can expect something and you get mad if it doesn't happen.
But a guy does the same thing. He could expect something.
Yep.
Give me one thing.
I'm trying. You are on 11. So let's say she has dinner every single night, and let's say she stops doing that. Maybe every other night she makes dinner. He has a right to be confused. I didn't say she has a right.
Does he have a right to not talk to her for 2 days? No, so this is what's happening. This is the double standard that we have going on right now.
I'm not saying that her take on this is right either. I think communication is great. Derek and I, our fights last maybe 10, 15 minutes at the most.
Fun.
But
That's no fun.
But I do agree that if you're doing something in your relationship for a long time and then you just like stop doing it, that's going to confuse
It should never
a partner.
be expected.
I think there are certain things that can be expected for sure.
I think definitely on both sides. I think, like you were saying, it's expected to cook dinner, do the kids, or, what other thing. I think it's kind of the man's.
I think you're afraid that I might be right.
Yeah.
I don't think that's sexist to say that at all. It's like, I think it's a thing that a guy should do.
It's the definition of sexist. That you can get mad at a man for not pumping gas.
But then a guy's like, they don't treat us like men anymore. It's like sometimes guys are not acting like men. So get
Destiny,
out of the car.
I appreciate you calling, but unfortunately you're wrong.
And pump the gas, you're right.
Let's talk to Amber this morning. Amber, should she even be mad at this guy?
I don't think so.
Thank you.
And with you guys talking about the expectations, I think that's just where mine are different. I think randomly doing little things like putting gas in the car is a nice thing to get every once in a while, but it's not like I expect it.
I think you should.
Why? I don't get this.
I think there are certain things you should. I have expectations out of Derek, and I think he should have expectations out of me.
What do you think he expects out of you?
To keep our family afloat when it comes to financials. I think he expects me to pay our bills on time, and I do. I think there are certain duties that you have in a relationship.
Oh, my gosh. You have a sick relative. You forgot to pay your cable bill, and it's 2 days late, and they emailed you. Should he be mad at you?
What does my sick relative have to do with it?
Because you forgot to pay the bill. That's his expectation. Should he not talk to you for 2 days? Because
no, I never said that the way
late?
she's reacting is the right way. I don't think she's reacting in the right way, but I think she was just confused and shut down like I'm about to.
Wow.
Wow. Shutting down.
Yeah, I know. No, I don't believe in shutting down. I think telling him right away, why did you make me get out and pump my gas? Keeping people in check. I'm sorry.
I still don't understand why she couldn't just do it.
It's hard to explain. Go ahead.
Sorry, it's what if she was driving to her parents on her own? She would have had to do it herself either way.
No, she would have ran out of gas, and then it would have been his fault. That's how this works. I see how this works.
No.
Thanks, Amber. Have a great morning. I appreciate it. Your thoughts on this one got me fired. This double standard thing drives me bananas.
No, men should have standards for women too. Tell me what our standards are. The standards are that you hold for Trisha.
I don't have any. I don't expect anyone to do anything for me. If you do, I will thank you, and I will be so thankful. But I will never get mad at another human for not doing something for me.
Once again, I don't think she should be mad and give a silent treatment for 2 days. I think that's a bit too far.
I have zero expectations of all the other humans around me because you've all failed me at one point, and now you're dead to me.
All right, so hottie boom body model in New York City named Ashton Barnes is wondering, if you're not icing your face, what the heck are you doing?
If you're still not icing your face, I genuinely feel sorry for you. Aside from paying for your water bill, it's literally free. Got a little bit of acne? Not anymore. Ice your face. Got some dark eye circles? Not anymore. Oh. Ice your face. You've got depression? Not anymore. Ice your face.
Okay, I think that might be a little dangerous.
Good thing he's pretty.
No.
He said, you got depression?
I'm
Not
sure
anymore.
it does a lot for your body and your skin, and it releases some cold shock proteins, and so I get all of that.
Double amputee? Not anymore. You just iced your face. I don't know why he made that video.
Parents died in a train accident?
Yeah,
not anymore. Why ice your face?
It actually is super refreshing. I have been doing it on the weekends, and it just wakes up your face and gets that collagen pumped up, and I look a little crazy doing it.
Look crazy and sleep longer on the weekends? Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Can you help me? Can you help me? Everybody! All right, so OPP this morning. When do you actually drop those 3 little words? Who said it first, Kat?
Oh, my gosh. It was bad. So I said it first, and then he wouldn't say it back. And so I said it a couple more times.
Like,
and then
he didn't hear you, you thought?
Well, I said it, and then he was like, oh, and then he'd give me a hug or do something nice. And after touching that burner 3 times, I'm like, screw it. I'm not saying it anymore. And then he was driving somewhere. I think we were going to a movie, and he put in the CD, and he's like, "Oh, I burned this song at work. You got to check this out." And then it was the song, one of my favorites, and then all of a sudden it stopped, and then it was like he made a helicopter sound. He was like, "Oh, this just in. I love you." How cute was that?
Oh, my God.
He's always thought of fun ways, creative ways to tell me that he loved me. I bet yours is a Borophyll story. But you were like, ILY. I bet you messaged her pager and you were like 143.
I don't
that old.
I just can't get over the fact that he burned a CD
It was like
to tell
a
you I love you.
traffic update. This just in.
So he really never said it.
We're
He
in the
said
helicopter.
it via a compact disc.
Yeah, because I was like listening to the song, loving the song. Then I'm like, oh, wait, what's going on? What's going on?
Knowing that horrible piece of information. Emily, let's break this down with you and your man.
So my boyfriend and I are fighting because he says he loves me in private, but he won't say it in front of his family.
Oh, my God. What, are you tripping out about this?
Of course, anybody would.
Well, yeah. Like, whenever I'm calling him and he's with his family and I end a call and I'm like, hey, I love you, he just, like, says goodbye in front of them. Yeah, he says he's not ready to, and I don't know. It's just confusing because, like, he'll say it in person, so, like, why wouldn't he say it in front of them? It just...
How long have you been together?
2 years.
Oh, my God. And he won't say it in front of his family?
Just say this whole thing out loud again. You're mad because he won't say I love you out loud in public.
You just said it out loud. Does that even make sense to you? They're together for 2 whole years?
How can you get mad about that? Like, what? It's just big deal.
That is a big deal. That's like showing somebody that you are proud of being with them in front of their loved ones. I wonder what his family thinks about it. I wonder if they're like, are you in
We
love?
didn't tell them about me for like the first year, so they don't know that we've been together for 2 years.
What the
And my friend keeps saying, like, I should break up with him because, like, if he's not willing to, like, communicate our actual relationship to them, then it's, like, going nowhere. But
I'm not a player of games, but in this instance, maybe at home, you don't say it back. Maybe he says it to you and you don't say it back. And then he's going to wonder, oh, that's how that feels. That feels really to not get that back.
Oh, my God, I love that.
Yes, I know.
If that doesn't work, there's other things you can withhold to make sure that you start saying I love you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, the chance to grab tickets to see Pitbull, Enrique, and Ricky Martin, plus $500 spending cash at 8:40 Thursday morning. So set an alarm. Be here for the live show as we get you back into the podcast now. So, about a month ago, my wife took a new job. So she had to switch insurances, right? As far as we were on her medical and dental and vision. Now we're just on my medical and vision, but still on her dental. Regardless, because we had to switch insurances, our old dentist wasn't on our insurance anymore. Okay. So we switched to a new dentist. I used to coach her son in baseball and kind of family friends. So it's cool. So I go there.
Does she appreciate your Oreo trick that you do?
I didn't do it yesterday.
Oh?
I did not do it yesterday.
Spring it on her in 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I roll in yesterday for a cleaning. And as I sit down, take my coat off, sit down, what do you think the first thing they did was?
The first thing when you got into the dental chair?
In the chair. I sat in the dentist chair, the light's on me. What do you think the first thing they did to me was?
I'm going to say give you glasses to wear.
No, that was down the line. They took my blood pressure.
Oh.
Have you ever had your blood pressure taken at the dentist before? So I was happy to know that my blood pressure is good, 126/82. I feel good about that. But I've never once in my entire life had my blood pressure taken at the dentist, right? So I'm waiting as she's getting the rest of the tools together, and I text my wife, 126/82, and she's like, what? I said, that's my blood pressure right now. And she's like, why are they taking your blood pressure at the dentist? I just assumed because they thought I might die in the chair because I'm fat and I look like I'm on my last legs.
So it is a popular Google search. It just says establishes your baseline pressure for future monitoring, but also helps determine if you're healthy enough to undergo or schedule a procedure.
I look like I'm so close to being dead that they took my blood pressure. Now, my daughter was there the other day. No blood pressure taken. My wife had her teeth cleaned a week ago. No blood pressure taken.
Yeah.
I'm the most unhealthy person I know.
And this was just for a cleaning?
Cleaning.
Because the reason why they would do it normally is to try to give you the correct dosage for anesthesia.
Cleaning.
Oh, weird.
They poked around. That was it.
Maybe she thought you were going to have a procedure.
Well,
Even
wife
for
goes,
numbing, they do it.
My wife goes, why would they take your blood pressure? I said, I don't know, because I'm out of shape. I don't know. Do they just eyeball people when they come into the dentist and go, there's a pretty good chance this fat guy's going to die in the chair. Let's take his blood pressure to cover our ass?
Yeah, no, I've never had that happen to me. That's weird.
I've never had my blood pressure taken at the dentist before.
I would think it's more important to change up the posters that are on the ceiling.
This place doesn't have a single motivational poster on the ceiling.
Was there a poster, though?
None.
Not one.
Just ceiling tile.
There's one at mine in one of the rooms I go to that just shames you. They list all the candy that you love and then have the sugar gram.
My old one had the all the sugar that's in each soda you might like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically you're like, oh, dang, I'm doing life wrong.
Boss, just when you think you're doing okay in life, you go to the dentist for a cleaning, and without telling you, we're afraid your fat ass is going to die on the chair.
Yeah.
They spring the old blood pressure cuff on you.
Hey, I would say if you're having a garage sale and you have a bunch of posters that you're like trying to sell, donate them to a local dental office. Us clients appreciate it.
What they should have is that like the 1980s Cindy Crawford white bodysuit one. That's the stuff they should be hanging in that.
Just like a beautiful landscape of Massachusetts in the fall. I would love to look at that. Maybe a nice little bridge over a creek.
I guess the point taken here is during my next dental appointment, if I don't come back, they obviously saw the writing on the wall.
He is so adorable. He just wants to show his crush the best time, give her the best date experience.
Listen. I have to have at least $36 to get refills, drinks.
To figure out how many hours you need to work to make that.
Yeah, I know. Wait, I know what to do.
Don't forget, bring extra funds just in case she wants something special.
Oh.
Maybe she'll want to play a game when she gets there. Might win an animal or something.
Oh my God! How much are games? So I did the math here. 5. I have 5 days.
Yeah.
And I have to work 3 hours each day to get $7. 3 times 7 is 21. Oh my God! What is wrong with me? No, I just realized something.
Dramatic.
I told her that we could go to the calf cream after the movie.
How you gonna pay for ice cream, Wyatt?
You're so dumb.
Cue the little sister, all ganging up on Wyatt, who just wants to take his crush on the best date ever. And she is so lucky. That's so cute. What's the best date that you ever went on? Not with Trisha. Let's focus on people not our spouses.
My sophomore year in college, a girl that lived like in our sister section. We had these dorms that had 4 sections on each floor. So it would go girl, boy, and you had a sister section. These were girls that you got to know, right? Like they were whatever. Anyways,
your sister.
I'm your sister. I never thought about that. Well, that was probably after that. Okay. But anyways, her dad was one of the equipment managers for the Twins at the time.
Okay.
So we got to sit in the really, really nice seats, like in the owner's box for a game. And as much as it would have benefited me and my love for baseball to continue to date this girl,
yeah,
she was just too much. She was, I don't know where she is right now. I can only assume she's dead. She lived a horrendously fast lifestyle, if you know what I'm talking about.
Maybe she got it all out of her system, and now she's like the coolest.
I don't know. She was 19 when I was 19, and she was doing stuff that I didn't even know existed.
You only saw in the movies?
And I'm not talking like behind the doors, windows closed kind of things. I'm talking like heavy drug use that like I had never seen cocaine in my life till I went to this girl's apartment or her friend's apartment.
Pretty white.
And I went, are you doing cocaine? She's like, what do you want? No, I really thought the cops were going to show up.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, like, but I wanted to go to the baseball game. So I feel like I'm incriminating a lot of people with this story right now.
You didn't use any.
I don't have any cocaine on me right now at all.
Yeah, that's good. I would have to say, so this guy named Jake had asked me out, and I was dating somebody already, but I was like, sure.
That didn't stop her.
And so I remember he picked me up, and he had a convertible too. I had a convertible in high school, and he had one too. And he's like, my mom told me about this drive-in movie place. So we went to a drive-in movie, and I had mentioned like months before how obsessed I am with space and like looking at stars and stuff like that. And he remembered. I was like, that's really nice. So after the drive-in movie, then we went and we parked, but we didn't park. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a lady. I didn't give it up or anything like that.
I stayed sitting.
But I remember we were like looking up at the stars, and he was trying to like, I'm sure he was BSing about which one was which, you know, it didn't make sense, but he's like, that one's Mickey Mouse constellation. I think that one's the water bottle constellation. But I just remember like, it was that moment when your hands like accidentally touch, and it was just like so romantic, you know? So
sounds like it.
Derek's done some romantic stuff too, but that was pretty romantic. So I just thought it was really.
What's trending? What's trending?
This woman confused. So she posted a video on TikTok. I had a conversation with her mom about how to properly shower.
Just been informed by my mom that there are 2 ways people shower, and we just realized that we both do the opposite thing. So when I shower, the shower head is behind me. So the water is like on my hair and down my back. Of course, I'll turn around occasionally and like move around, but she showers primarily facing the shower head. So the water like hits her in the face and down her body. And she's shocked that I do the opposite, and I'm shocked that she does the opposite. I feel like the normal way to shower is with the shower head behind you, and you're facing that way. Is anyone else surprised by this?
This girl has nothing else going on in her life.
No, not a ton. But I think it's interesting to hear everybody's step-by-step shower routine. So what's yours? From the moment you're naked, what do you do?
The first thing I do is, and I usually shower after a quick workout in the morning, so it's head to toe wash.
Okay.
But facing the shower.
Okay.
And then I've got a little hanger. So we've got one of the small showers in our master bathroom. It's just like barely big enough for a human. And then I flip, and then I get a little shaving cream on my head, and I usually shave in the shower because your hair is softer, right?
Yeah.
And so then I look at the mirror. So I do both. If I don't shave my head in the morning, then I'm straight looking at the shower head. But we've got one of those rainfall ones.
Mm-hmm.
So it really is, I kind of screwed that up because I do both at the same time. But it's usually facing the shower handle and then flip.
Okay. So I slowly remove my underwear. It falls onto the ground.
The loud thud is heard from the other room.
I can't even breathe. All right, so I get in, and I like it lukewarm. I do not like scalding hot or cold. And then I just rinse my hair, get the shampoo in. While the shampoo is settling, I wash my face and then shave my toes and any other thing that I need shaved. And then I'll wash my shampoo out, put my conditioner in to settle. Then I put my other face cream on to settle. And then I wash my body while all that is settling. And then this is what you get. So that's my step by step in the shower. So. I don't even know where to go. That is what's trending. Are you using all your special effects over there?
All of them. Maybe you're just somebody who likes to ruin all the great traditions Christmas has to offer, and you can't help yourself, so you convince your little kid and your husband, who you finally broke down after all these years, to start opening gifts a little bit early. Therefore, I bring you Miss Kat. And on the second night of non-Christian Christmas, Kat opened what?
We opened, so for myself, I got 2 candles, which I asked for. And I said,
what's your preference? Because everybody has like a candle preference. My wife orders these by the jug, like the giant jug box.
Yeah.
Like it's got styrofoam in there, and she unpacks it like you would be coming home from military service.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like I remember my dad unpacking his Foot Locker to get all the stuff out there. Like she just And we have a whole storage bin in our kitchen, like a cupboard that is made for just candles.
We do too. Our linen closet, I like it stocked. I don't like, especially only like during the winter, I'll go and do this massive restocking of our linen closet because when it's a wintry day, the snow is coming down, the parking lot is mush. I don't want to have like all these extra bags, so like body wash, I'll stock candles, but I got candles in a manly scent. So I like manly smells like sandalwood. I like, you guys used to have the Glade Woods, cashmere wood. I like that. I like anything pine and anything like apple. But anything other than that, I don't like coconut. I don't like lavender. And I don't like flowery smells.
Will you burn these things during the summer too?
All year,
So, you know what we've been doing a lot of is at the cabin and at our house, I really like more than candles. Listen, I have this immense fear that my wife has so many times left a candle burning where I'll come down in the morning to work out. It'll be 3 o'clock. Oh, candle burning. And I'm like, we could have all died last night. So I'm a big fan, and I've got her to subscribe to the diffusers.
Yeah. We have those
where it looks like there's a little steam coming out of it. But a couple years ago, my daughter got this package for the cabin, but it's all manly scents.
Yeah.
Like it's like leather and crotch sweat. You know what I mean? Or
We're
whatever.
super diligent about really only lighting candles in certain rooms, like just our living room and maybe the bathroom.
Just where the most burnable stuff is.
Yes,
right.
exactly.
If you're going to make a scene, make a scene.
Hand towels, all that stuff.
How about your husband or your child? Anybody open anything of notice?
Derek got a new Bulldog beanie.
Okay.
Becker Bulldog beanie. Represent. And then he also got, it was like a twofer
You guys
wrapped
really do
inside.
that, do you, at games? Do you really go
Bark?
Yeah.
No, we don't. But then he also got some Ember new cologne from Old Navy. I smelled it, and I don't know if he digs it all the way. I said, give it a couple of days.
It's not for him. He doesn't have to.
That's what I
remember
said.
that. That's not for you. As a guy, you don't put cologne on for you.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't get it.
No.
Yeah. But then Liam got, okay, so I saw these vitamins on Facebook, and they're called True Height, and the kid's a baller.
Yeah, they must be good.
He's a baller. So he is all about his vertical, and he's like, I got to get taller. I can't have this DNA. Like, Derek's short, I'm short.
It's not going to matter.
And it says it, and it even has a basketball player like dribbling all sad. And then he takes True Height vitamins and he's dunking. And so he was sold. So he reached into his stocking, eyes closed, and he goes, oh man, I know what these are. And they have a little bit of melatonin. So win for me. So he takes them. I said, only take these at night. Don't take them in the morning.
Higher, but you'll pass out while you're dunking.
It's all about how you grow at that age while you sleep. So you want to get in the best night's sleep possible, and then you're going to grow 3 inches a night, evidently. So whatever, he bought into it. So he was like, what other kid is freaking excited about vitamins? My kid.
The Playhouse Podcast is made possible thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices. Catch the live show weekdays from 5:30 to 9 on 104.7 KCLD. Now, share this with a friend.